Okay, so my wife has been wanting me to take this out for a while now, so we're going to take this out. Then you can take this off, and then you push this button on the bottom right, and then that pulls out. So now we're going to look at this some more, see if we can figure out where the screws are to take it out. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to make sure there's no power going to the coffee maker. So the safest thing to do would be to just unplug it. And this is plugged in on the cabinet on the left for the 2006 RS Adventurous. Next, after trying a bunch of different things, I was able to get this top plate to move by pushing up and back with a standard screwdriver as shown here. Now it doesn't actually come out at this point, but what it does is give you access so that you can get your vice grips in there and start breaking the plastic apart. And what you're trying to get at is the tabs on the end of these straight rails that go back, and the whole bottom of the coffee maker is attached to the top plate, which has the screws in it with these rails. Now there is one more thing you're going to need to do before you can slide the body of the coffee maker out on those rails after breaking off the tabs, and that is remove this screw on the left hand side in the cabinet. Now this is where you're going to use your Robertson or square tip screwdriver. The two screws on top appear to be part of the cabinetry, so you don't want to touch those. There was no screw on the right, just this one screw on the left. Okay, so I've snapped off the little clip on the end of this holder, and you can't really tell, but there's another rail back in here, so I'm assuming it has a clip on it as well, but apparently I've loosened it up enough that I can pull on this and the whole thing is just sliding out. So here we are, we have the top plate exposed, and the 4 screws holding this on can be removed easily now. So using the larger Wonder Bar, you can get some leverage on the end of that rail there, and then get your smaller one under the edge, and then just work your way across. Okay, so our Wonder Bars have done their job and allowed us to pry this out without damaging the finish work. We're very lucky here. They just used some double-sided tape. Okay, so I tried a number of different things to get the double-sided tape off, and what I found worked best was to use the heat gun to heat up the leading edge and then just roll it down as shown here with the tip of the Wonder Bar, the small Wonder Bar. And if it starts to stick like this, just heat it up some more and roll it back and tack it, and that should pick up that stuff that's sticking there. Since I'm using the camera, that's why it's sticking and not having the heat gun on it. Alright, so we're all done taking off the double-sided tape. I'm going to have to figure out, now that I have this exposed, what I want to do with it. I may make a shelf to go in here, because you can notice there are the 4 screw holes where the top bracket was holding this on, and then there's the one on the side. They're not super noticeable, but we also have this thing in the back and the cut in our material here. So we're probably going to have to make a shelf to go in here, and I like the idea someone had of putting a charging station in here. That's a great idea. I may just do that. I'll have to confer with the boss first. And then here is the access to go into the other cupboard where the plug was, and that's where the coffee maker was plugged in. So you've got access to the power right there, which is perfect. So I'm going to have to decide what we're going to do with this. So thanks for watching. That's all for this video. Bye.